Okay, that should be everything. Sorry, have a few new toys for streaming, so took a little longer for me to get set up. If you notice, there's a new addition to the boom arm, and you can see all of this, and it basically will be the, it basically will help me get to the point of where we were with the iron beam above us last time. Yes.
You must have been a good boy.
No, I've been a bad boy. I've just been buying them. It's one of those, I've been trying to figure out how to get the overhead cam to work again, and I think we found a good solution here. Or with this, at least. It looks like it's working. That's all that I care about. Let me put all of the hex nuts up because I was trying to figure out things. All right, or at least put them over here for now. Right, so in this edition, I'm geared to just be done with the handles, and then we may not do a finishing stream where I do linseed oil and everything, but I'm hoping to have this all to the point of linseed oil and gluing together before I stop today. I've also got books here because I already know what the next project's going to be, and I've got not a good picture of it. But the next project's going to be actual furniture for once. We're finally at that point of doing furniture. Let's see. So we're going to be building this little cupboard. Just an old shaker style cupboard. Got use for it in the house, and it should be a quick, fun, easy build.
Viking chair.
Well, I mean, there was the Viking chair as well. That was like a quick, someone asked for one and I had enough lumber and I knew it would. Yes, I did do a Viking chair, but just, that was like a very quick thing, and it's just, why did I move that back? I'm going to be sitting all day anyways. Probably because I'm trying to figure out where everything goes today. Focus. Are you focused? You are focused. Okay, cool. Gonna be. It's just that's a very quick and easy project. It doesn't really require much joinery at all. But I was glad to do it. Okay. Not gonna lie, it was a fun one.
Cat said, pow, pow, pow.
Hey, Cat, how are you doing? It's not 100 degrees Fahrenheit here, so we're doing good. I think that's like 38, 39 Celsius. Don't quote me on that. But something that got brought up, we got a camera set up that we finally have an overhead that works. I didn't actually see if I was...
The little nail said, I love seeing the exposed brick.
Thanks. Thank you, Nail. Let me do...
Cat said, it's 24C in my shop right now. Perfect temperature.
24 would be much better than we have. There we go. Okay. But we have a usable camera boom for the top down now, and it'll cover everything. It won't extend out any further than it is, but I never really need a camera further than this. All right, so what I was wanting to do, the absolute minimum is round over the back sides of these. We'll see if there's any way to do it nicely.
The little nail said, hey guys.
I also got a wee little pair of turn screws, because why not? These might not do. I just want a little.
Think TDS read emote?
I've got it set to where it'll read the first emote. It won't read chains. This might be better. Let's just use the big boy. I just want to have a little more stopping power. Or reach, I should say. So we're going to be weird and get even power. I can get parallel clamps on this, and then I can get really nice and strong on this, and now the piece is way up here and I've got access to all sides. And I apparently I'm still not doing it right. Yep, okay. But glad to see you guys here. I just wanted to be able to move this around a little bit more. So let's loosen you, see if I can get you just a tad bit tighter in here. Because all I really want to do is round the butts off on these, and it'll be a done deal. And I don't want to do it here because I want to be able to have my, the reason why it's this far up is because I want to be able to start here and go over. I can't do that if it's down there. Fine. There. It's going to be ASMR again today, guys. Where it's all it's all rasp all the time. That deep raspy voice. I think I know what I need to do, and you're going to laugh when you see it. It's rotating one way. Don't want to do this, but let's actually. Will you work? You're just too small. If I had the medium-sized ones, it would work. But I think getting the clamp on all four sides will at least help the rotation issue. Even though it's slightly smaller than the clamps in this direction, it's going to provide a stop, and well, I guess I just have to do it this way then. Fine. Just everything be against me. Or I could do this. Ha 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 ha. Mechanics. Everything. There. Much better. Hey, Life in Pain, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing better than you were. I saw you're having some trouble. That's all right.
The Ohio.
That's all right, guys. Like I said, today's a nice, easy stream, and hopefully,
Feeling a bit better, but still having difficulties.
well, I mean, any improvement's improvement, Payne. Okay. This is definitely helping with the work holding. Just,
Is this the handle?
yes, this is one of the handles. This is the other handle. You know, further convincing me that I need to make a lathe, because this would be 5 minutes on a lathe. Looks like the neighbor has the grandchildren over. I'm going to have to definitely tell them to make sure they don't throw balls over the roof. God forbid they hit the solar panels. Maybe $700 of worth of damage because of how big they are. No. Or the amount I have, I should say. It's 35 volt panel. I don't remember anyway. 350 watt, 35 volt input instead of 12 volt, 36 volt, I think. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, what we're trying to do here is just try and get these handles as round as possible in the back end.
Have you been ill? Sad.
Geez, I am so glad I went back to my rigging days and went, I've got my Yorgi clamps, I might as well use them to jig up something that can hold this thing steady while I do this. That was the big problem I was having last time, is they're getting so small, it's getting really hard to do what you want to do with them. Like I said, I just want to put a nice round butt on it. Okay. And it's going fast.
Already, and put that thing on the lathe. Tongue sticking out. Life in pain.
All right.
At cat_Ali_stikki, I think I hurt myself redoing the kitchen floor.
Cat, I mean, I could do that. It's just going to take, somewhere around a year or two. I could put it on a lathe. It'll just take a year or two because I got to build it first. And I kind of want to stop doing shop projects. I want to do actual furniture. Don't know if you were here early enough for it, but both Kat and Payne. Yeah, I know. Disregard the mower, I guess. Or generator. That sounds like a generator. I wonder if they're still out of power. It sounds like a breathy generator. Can you guys hear that on the stream? I don't know. Also, I don't have it where I can see the levels. There it is. Okay, good. Then it's less annoying for you than it is for me. I have to wake up the Bluetooth on this keyboard. It'll shut the Bluetooth off. Okay, they're moving it away from, maybe they heard me say it was annoying. Oops. Come on, where is, I do want to be able to, it sounds like the end, like, it sounds like it's choked. There we go, it's working. Sounds like they don't have it open to the right, like they've either got it running on rabbit or turtle. They don't have it balanced out. They've got it choked. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, I like it, but unfortunately, we're on a different power station. So yeah, this is a solar powered stream, but like the house itself does still have its power, but it's because my neighbor is on a different power pole. Okay, yeah, jigging it like this is definitely helping. Because it like hits this back wall and then it's like, yep, not moving anymore. The amount of space I'm using is much bigger. The old shop was actually about twice as deep because it was a single car garage that was like 40 feet deep or 50 feet deep. This is a 20 by 18 and I'm using about 10 by 18. So the amount of space I'm using as my shop is, 10 by 18, where the amount of space I was using as my shop before was like 10 by 10 maybe, unless you count wood storage, which was a giant, set of shelves that was also general storage. But my wood storage now is right here, and all the general shelves are up there for like, it is larger. Also, I can't reach the roof if I tried. Remember, like the old shop, I could just do that and touch the roof. This roof is it's a gable roof, gable end roof. So it, like, I want to say it's probably about 12, 15 feet tall at the peak. But also, it's got this nice brick pattern. Oh, I was going to talk about this. So, next project, once we're done with this, is actually going to be furniture. Oh, it's going to be fun. Bigger shops are always better. I went ahead and bought this book even though I don't really need it, mainly because I just like having like historical drawings. Because these are drawings that someone made as he had to restore Shaker furniture.
Space is the true luxury.
So what I'm planning on making, let's see if we can, let's do it the easy way, is this little Shaker cupboard / cabinet. I'll be making it out of cherry most likely. Let's see, or walnut. Let's see how much I have of each really. I kind of need to take, let's see, walnut, 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 cherry, cherry, walnut, 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 cherry, cherry. We're kind of even on both, but cherry's less expensive.
So pretty in cherry wood.
Yeah, I think it would be better in cherry. It would be that nice.
Making one of the all-in cabinets.
Wait, This is the wood pile for me. I worked through a lot of the wood before we left, and some of the wood actually had to be thrown out due to the flood. Like, it was rotting from being under rancid water.
Have this OCD to have all furniture in the same wood.
Everyone's got that OCD. My dad makes everything out of black walnut, and that's why I have like black walnut in the stack.
Am I supposed to hide? Fill you in. Said, I don't. Laughing face.
But I think having a nice little cherry cabinet would be good. I mean, if
My furniture is the most eclectic consortium.
if you look at it though, like this is my
I don't know why I chose green, but
Yeah.
that's what it is now. LOL.
this is so far my favorite color of milk paint, and I keep buying it. So like most everything I'm gonna be if it's painted, it's gonna be painted this Lexington green. I like it, but.
The little nail said, "Fix in DC, please."
Of the bathroom, or of that was being talked about? I'm assuming.
Life in green says, green looks like the popular avocado green from the 1950s. I think it's okay. Little nail said, everything.
We've almost rounded this over. I thought this was going to take longer. We may do a light cleanup, you know, get the dust off the bench, and we may move on to finishing these things. But I also don't know how long I've been working here, because I was just going to linseed oil and wax these the saw. We've almost got. And I kind of like the fact that I'm doing an English handle on them, where it's octagon with a round butt. So what time is it? 9:30. Jesus, I've only been streaming for 30 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with something, guys. I guess something I need to do is probably make a poll on when to do.
I do like the handle.
Do a charity stream for yeah, it's different. Everyone else does like a really nice turned handle, and this one just, I don't know, it really, I'll be able to pick mine out from the pile. Oh, well, we still, never mind. I'm still on basic shaping. I haven't broken out the finer rasps to. It's Sunday morning, can you tell? Now we got weed eaters going. The coalition of dads has struck. Doesn't matter that we had a huge electrical storm and a bunch of downed limbs last night. Actually, that's probably why stuff's being run is, I mean, he's probably out of power and probably has to cut some limbs. We don't have trees in our yard. Okay, I think this one is on to fine shaping at this point. Let's see. Yeah, on to fine shaping. Yeah, see, that's the part that was annoying me, is how long this is right here. It hits too far in the back, but as soon as you round it over, it hits into the palm. That's what I need, is I need it to hit into the palm. Right now it's hitting the back, the meat of my thumb, and it doesn't feel good when it's not rounded over, but this, that's right. That's just right. Also, be on the lookout for a new emote coming in soon by Slime's popular demand. I'm going to be putting an owl emote in for whenever I'm breathless and I go, whoo! I do have a picture of an old barn owl, or a barred owl. Yeah, it was a barred owl.
That said, how's Slime doing?
She's probably taking it easy and taking a sleeps. Just because, like, it's Sunday and why not? But she is doing good. She's been working on new costume or a new character for LARP. So that'll be interesting. I haven't done so yet because my character is hitting a very big story arc at this point. She may or may not stop in, both physically or in chat. She was still very much doing the sleeps.
I will need your new address at some point so I can send her the stuff I put aside since months. Laughing face.
All right. Considering I don't know, I sent your stickers way back in the old house. So yeah, I'll send you something. That way, do what Mecca did and immediately Google Earth it. Oh geez, I didn't realize we were still zoomed in. So yeah, like I said, this fits comfortably because it's rounded over. It doesn't jab right into here, and that's what I'm getting rid of.
Yet I almost sent it to the old address, and then I was like, wait, he said something about moving.
Yep.
Elmo Nail said, LUL betcha.
Don't know if Mecca will be stopping in. He's been dealing with family stuff. Wish him the best, and I can't wait till he's able to be streaming again, because he's a fun one to watch. Ooh. Yeah, he'll be back after a while. He's basically on family leave for a bit. I'll let him fill in the details if he wants to. That's all I'm going to say. Because I don't really know exactly the extent of what's going on. Okay, I'm glad I remembered that Yorgi's, these old hand screw clamps can be used in several ways, of which are ingenious. I've got a work holding device built out of clamps. All clamps, clamps all the way down, not turtles. But yeah, like I said, I also invested in little itty bitty baby ones, and then we'll get the mid-size ones a little bit later too.
Cat said, work holding device.
I swear, it's not a clamp. It's more sophisticated.
There are a million times I wished I had one.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, I was always like, why do you have this, Dad? It looks like a pain compared.
Grow a second pair of hands.
If you find out how to do that, tell me. I want to know. Because I don't have my dad's distinct advantage when I was growing up for woodworking. Having a smaller version of themselves to help. Hey Wes, you want to help me woodwork? Okay. Don't have that advantage anymore. But yeah, I'm glad I found this bar to be able to hang the camera at the proper distance, and like eventually I'll figure out a way to do a little bit better of everything, but as of right now,
The little nail said, have Dad on the stream so we can learn real woodworking kappa.
that would require a lot more organization. He would have to drive 700 miles, and he is currently in his 80s on a pacemaker, and it's just one of those, like, if it happens, it happens. I can't promise you anything.
Didn't know that far.
Yeah, he lives way down in the southeast. I'm in the Midwest. So he's in Florida, I'm in Missouri. But you never know. And he's also a power tool woodworker, so like a lot of what I do doesn't translate. Or it's not that it doesn't translate, it's that he doesn't do this to this level.
Were you born there?
I was not. I was born in Italy. That is where Dad retired to after the Navy, though.
Dad said. I didn't know that.
Yep. Tons of things. But so and then probably in this week you're going to see a poll show up, and it'll be both on the Craftsman Guild and on my personal Discord, so don't worry about which one you go to. For times to do the fundraising stream. Nothing amazing. Like, we're not saving children or anything, but I want to try and help raise money for the American Chestnut Foundation, which is they're trying to bring a tree back from the brink of extinction. So I'm having trouble trying to figure out when I want to do the charity stream, so I'm just going to bring up a poll on Discord and have you guys help me out figuring that out. Because I think that's probably the best way to do it. There's no point in doing a stream, a charity stream, without a little bit of input from the people that would typically be showing up anyways. Also, it probably help raise awareness in the Craftsman's Guild too, so that they realize that it's happening. But I've settled on the organization. It is going to be the American Chestnut Foundation. I just haven't settled on a date, but once we settle on a date, we'll kick it off. My goal is $500. Hopefully. I'm not trying to outreach the stars, but I don't want to have a goal as small as 100. Tell you the truth. I think 500 is reasonable for the size of a stream that I am. I'd be ecstatic if we made it. I'd be ecstatic if we went past it. But honestly, I'm really only thinking 100. But my goal is 5. Because I'm weird. And yeah, like I said, charity's not a typical one where they're saving children or feeding hungry or anything like that. I'm sorry, I'm weird. But I would definitely like to do more conservation type stuff. More things environmentally conscious. Because it kind of just fits what I do. Hand tool woodworking, solar powered shop. Jesus, I am sweating like a pig. What's the temperature? I also have a little weather gauge in here. Let's see.
It does fit what you do.
29.77, 78. Okay. It is.
Fancy now.
No, it's not all that. It's not all that hot. It's just It's just humid. Very high humidity. It's only 67, but I mean the last 2 days was, the last 3 days actually, yeah, 70% humidity. That tells you a lot. It has been raining or it has been triple digit weather. 100 degrees Fahrenheit, I think 38, 39 degrees Celsius. I don't know how to do Celsius to Fahrenheit in my head very well, so I'll let someone else figure that out for me. But way up there is the appropriate number. And I'm not gonna bring up the whole metric versus imperial thing. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I got a little weather station because I got tired of just going, how hot is it in here? What's the humidity in here? Because I do store lumber to turn into cabinets and stuff. And it's an unconditioned space. I will tell you, 3 or 4 days ago, 50% humidity. If that tells you how much rain we had, that it went up to 70% today. But also, not flooded. Gotta wonder if the old place is. Yeah, they're getting relatively the same size. That's good. No, I know this is walnut. I keep second guessing that this is walnut and thinking it's cherry because of how bleached it got, but that's the one that that's the Craftsman's Guild wand challenge that I started literally the day before the flood. That's that stock, and I was like, well, we've got something I can use it for now. Let's do it. Then I got this piece of pine here that's going to become a leg vise, so that we have our leg vise back again. But I'm glad you guys, like, when I came back, I actually am very glad you guys just came right back. I was kind of worried. I'd been away for 2 months with no real news of when I'm starting back up, and if I'm starting back up. I was kind of worried it'd be, you know, like one or two people showing up in the stream and just kind of going back from the start way back in 2020. What? Oh, no, I had plans to come back, but I had to get an electrical situation here out in the shop because there was no power here, so I couldn't stream unless I just dragged a giant extension cord out from the house, and I didn't want to do that. So I looked into different ways, and this, yeah, but we are in a place where flooding is a very little concern now, or it should be. What? What do you mean? Oh, melted. I thought you said, it sounded like muted, and I was like, no, he's not in the shop right now. He's doing okay. We've had to take special precaution with him because, you know, he's a winter weather dog in 100-degree weather. He's doing okay, especially today when, you know, he can actually, it's like 67, 70 degrees, he can be out. Yeah, it is definitely a bad experience. It's a first for me, and you're talking to a guy who's lived through several hurricanes, so like that was the worst thing that I've experienced. Okay, I think one more round on this side, and then we start breaking out the finer rasps. And like I said, I'm going to be sorry. Yeah. I will say I'm going to be sorry that the finishing of this may not be on stream. It may be on stream. And honestly, it probably will end up on stream. How you doing, Viking Viking?
Viking 11 said, cat.
There we go. All right. Now let's graduate up.
Cat said, wait, hang on.
Now we're on to finishing. Which will actually be fairly fast, because all we're doing is taking the scratch marks out. At this point, or reducing the scratch marks down to a much finer finish. But I'm glad, like, past this, we just need to, like, linseed oil and wax it and glue the handles on. I might glue the handles on off stream because you're not going to want to watch it cure. But I may do a quick stream of just linseed oil and wax on this guy. Oh, thank you for doing a shout out for Life in Pain. What was that? Haha, gotcha.
Cat said, I just love watching people make stuff and hope it does. Doesn't inspire me, Keva.
Okay. Oh, well, you don't matter. All right, there we go. I can do this part by hand. Well, this part I'm going to have to do in the big vise, but we can at least do this part. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Okay, yeah, much better. Way better. Be gone, ant. Be gone. But yeah, I'm glad I did the English style handle now. I'm actually very glad. We just need to clean up the scratch marks here, clean up the edge here, and glue them in place. Oh, shnikes. Well, you know what that means. Like it never happened. Although it's very evident. There we go. Now it's like it never happened. Yeah, the edge of this just went right into the side of the handle, but right at the edge of the rounding, so all I had to do was fudge the rounding a bit. Like that again. Jesus. Deburr the edges. Okay, flip around, do the other side for a little bit. I know this has got to be like extraordinarily boring, or well, never mind, there went the boring. Lethargic to watch. because all I'm doing is just mildly removing material. But each their own. Okay. But who knows, maybe it's also relaxing to watch. Take that, having to use sandpaper. Yeah, that's definitely a generator. And it sounds like they do need to open the throttle just a little bit. Oh, Chance, also, since you came in, I don't know if you were here earlier, but we're going to be making a shaker cupboard here soon. Basically, once this turning saw is a saw, we're going to move on to shaker cupboards and cabinets. This one had a lot rougher top than this. Like you can see the difference on where like all the where I need to just sit here and work. Oh, is this Hansa or is this just wanna make sure, is this Hansa or is this Jesus? Yep, it's a hot day. It's both, Agnes. Sorry, Agnes. It's just I think I said it on one of the streams that we've been having like 38C days. But since you're here, we're at the like final little preliminary like we're at the fiddling around stage before I finish it. I can go ahead and take this off. It's not that big of a deal. I just feel bad every time I like forget a name. But glad to see both of you in. This is standard woodworking here. Take clamp clamps to make a vise. It's Crea Natura. But, so this is the turning saw we've been building, and there's a bunch of spare blades here. This is just an old blade. But we're at the, he's firing up something else. Sounds like an actual lawnmower this time. Hansa, what do you want what do you want TTS to call you? Do you want it to be Crea Natura? Do you want it to be Hansa? Do you want it to be The Forge? But also, so basically, let's see if I can get the, oh, this got knocked. No wonder nothing makes sense. Give me a second. Nothing makes sense. Top camera got knocked. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. So this is the turning saw we've been building. So basically it's just a glorified coping saw made out of wood, but much longer throw. Right now I'm just finishing the handles on it, and then we're gonna put a layer of linseed oil and wax on it, and then have a go at some cabinet making soon. But basically you just kind of hold it like this, turn, and you can just turn this around to, or you can adjust, once these are glued in, you can adjust the knobs to turn. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. Oh, thank you for the follow, Mike. Also, and did the TTS actually say your channel name right? I know it's a long shot for it to say anything complicated correctly. Like, it can't say the word mecha, like mechanized. It'll mechanized. But soon we'll be on to slathering this in linseed oil, and I may have to put like a quick pause on the stream to do so. Sorry for the lawnmower noises. There we go. All right. So I don't think we need the clamp on clamp action anymore at the moment. Because now we are doing this part. Which really is best done this way. Not with this, though. That's the rough one. Sorry if I can't hear you. Well, we're going to fix this. I can barely hear you guys anyways. We're going to ramp you up to 11. Hopefully I can hear you over the lawnmower next door when it gets close. But yeah, right now we're just fiddling it down to the right size. And I think we may even... Well, I don't have... I can linseed oil it before I glue it. That's not going to be a problem. So... now, we just make everything slightly less rough. Because the big rasp leaves quite a rough surface. And this is more akin to like sandpaper at this point. Because I mean, I guess I could show you. So like, I don't know if it's in focus, but the teeth count are way different on the rasps. Next.
Freefall Clash said, "Good morning, everyone."
Hey, Freefall, how you doing? Ah. Sorry for the lawnmower noises in the distance.
Pre-enter reset, and refall clash TH3 from 1 5.
Boop-a-doo. Now we'll put that there. Less chance of it falling down. I really need to start putting tools away though, so that I don't have a super cluttered bench. Might have to rethink the Sunday streams. I didn't think I'd be hearing lawnmowers. I mean, like, the last few streams haven't been lawnmowers, so who knows? We'll have to think. We'll have to think through it, guys. What did you write, Freefall? And why did I not hear it? The sound sounds like a good novel opening. We awoke to the sound of distant lawnmowers. Fate had brought us to the place, but we had a plan. Adventure.
Did TDS die?
Honestly, what probably happened is there's a character limit, and that just tells me I need to increase the character limit. So let's do that, because that was gold. That was gold. All right, boop-a-doop-a-doo. Speaker bot.
I have very little character.
Okay, ignored. Voices local. Speaking options. Max. That is no. Higher. There we go. That hopefully fixes it. It was at 25 words. I increased it. I didn't, it's probably when I where did I put the little rasp? Did I bring it over here with me? Oh, there it is. Okay. Also, while I've got a bunch of you guys here, I do circle back to the same talking points. Why are you swinging this way? Okay, I see what's going on. We'll have to invest in a new ball head. The ball head is literally swinging it. That or I have well, hopefully that fixed it. After I get done with the turning saw, we're going to be moving on to furniture, finally, you know, after 3 years of prep. First thing we're going to be building let's see, is this little pine cupboard, pine cabinet, or it says pine. I'm going to build it out of cherry because that's what I got, and because cherry's beautiful. But that'll be the first true furniture building besides like small boxes and like a Viking chair on this channel. That sounds like the lawnmower got moved. Maybe he's moving to front yard now. Okay, yeah, and this is definitely taking the roughness out of these coves, which is exactly what I was looking to do. Because that rasp really, it's good at forming.
What wood wearable are you considering?
I don't know yet. I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about that, like what do I want to do as a wearable for the Craftsman's Guild challenge that's coming, that's just now starting. Speaking of, if you want to try out the Craftsman's Guild challenge, it's on the Discord. We've got till what was it, August or something? I'll have to figure out something. Maybe I'll just like make a giant bracer. Then again, I also have to make some knickers or pants for LARP because the fall front breeches that I have are getting old and falling apart, so it may just be that.
Just started, so at least 2 months.
Yeah, but that assumes that I even looked at what the due date was. All right. Yep, he's on the front lawn. He just fired up the mower again. Huzzah! Front lawn away, because that is away from me. I normally mow on Saturdays so that I have a mowed lawn by the time we stream, but I wasn't mowing in 100-degree weather and I wasn't mowing in a thunderstorm. So I'll mow tomorrow. I got the day off anyways. I also have Tuesday off, so that's another thing. There is a heavy chance, I can't make a promise right now, but there's a heavy chance that I will be streaming on Tuesday at some point in time. Either out of boredom or out of just wanting, to, because I'm not.
Congrats on actually moving forward to making furniture.
Yeah, I'm actually very, very happy about that. That I'm finally back to making furniture and not shop utensils or shop fixtures. So I'm very happy about that. And I gotta go ahead and ask you guys, what do you think? Well, I think we may end this on linseeding the parts, oiling the parts up for a bait, and let them just soak that stuff in. Because I don't have the epoxy or the glue to set the brass pins into the handle yet. Okay. So we will figure that out. And that honestly might be Tuesday, or Tuesday might just I don't, like I said, I don't know if there'll be a stream because we're so far along with this. I mean, I don't have enough wood to start the cabinetry. I need to go get another like 1 or 2 8-foot boards of cherry before we start building. Just to make sure I have enough for the inevitable screw up. So Hanzo, were you streaming today, or just showing up and having fun? If you streamed, I definitely missed
Where
it.
is your cherry from?
There's a local place that sells Missouri-grown cherry, so I can get it for. So I get it for fairly cheap. The last time I got it, it was like $2.50 a board foot. It's just a little place about 30 minutes away from where I live. Yeah, I'm actually really happy that I went with English style handles, the old screwdriver handle.
That is wonderfully inexpensive.
Yeah. Unfortunately, walnut is not that inexpensive, so like if I have walnut, it probably came from Dad, because he tends to get it straight from a sawmill, and he gets it, you know, like these are offcuts that, you know, like blah, 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 and like it's still good wood. It's just not like set lengths or milled or anything, which is fine. If you got a planer and you know how to dimension wood, you're fine. Who cares if it's got raw edges and rough cut lines? You want to dimension stuff like walnut anyways, because I don't want walnut coming in at 3/4 of an inch when they told me it was an inch thick, or an 1.5 inches thick when they told me it was 2 inches thick. I want what I want. I didn't think we were going to go through shaping these handles so fast today, with how long it took to shape the handles previously, but I guess we did all of the heavy work before, and just rounding over the ends was more a trick of how do I set up clamps so that the handles don't move while I'm rounding them over, because that was the problem I was having, was that it would just shift constantly, and once I put clamps all the way around it, it had nowhere to shift. It just stood, it just sat in place. So this might actually be a shorter stream today just because of running out of stuff to do. Although, like I said, I may put you guys on a be right back and double check to see if I've got some epoxy or whatnot, just to get things put together. Because I really don't want to oil the handles before they're glued together.
There are always things to send, or plain.
I mean, yeah, that is true. I could always start on the new leg vise for a little bit. Go back to from making finer things to let's get this bench back in order. actually almost wondering if I've got some epoxy in here. If I've got like some 30-second epoxy or 5-minute epoxy, that would be freaking great. Also, that's it. Okay. Well, we now know that it's both a solution and it isn't. This is the weak point, is literally the ball socket. We'll figure something out for that. Okay, do I have any here? No. Okay. I got tight bond, but that's not what I need. Tight bond is wood on wood action. Wood for sanding blocks.
The balls are usually a weak point.
Yeah, I need to figure out what. You look almost promising. Nope, you're part of a Dremel.
Ha ha ball.
Very true, Freefall, very true. Let's see, how about you? Nope. Hot glue is going to be extraordinarily weak. Okay, nope. You know, I should have bought some. Should have bought some when I thought about it. Just didn't. Wrong. Okay, so but I will. After we get this finished up, I'm gonna go take a quick break and see if I can find at least some epoxy so I can set these handles in. And then Tuesday's probably going to just be a finishing stream. Because I feel bad having a short stream for you guys, because I just started streaming again. It's only, what, 10:33? So, I mean, yeah, hour and a half. That's kind of short now, because I was really enjoying the 3-hour streams that I started doing because of my new work schedule making me wake up earlier. But I mean, we are at 2 hours almost, so at least I got to that point, especially if I can find the epoxy and we can put this baby together, then we at least did 2 hours. Sorry, I'm playing with this for a second.
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, I'm, like I said, also, I'm just happy because this is one more project off the books, or finished, and we can finally get to doing real woodworking, or not real woodworking, but like, you know.
Seems like everyone is having very busy summers.
Yeah.
Cat said, play Osh.
She found you. Danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Okay. And we're going to do one last foray. One last foray into the ultimate jig of knowledge.
Freefall Clash said, hey cat.
Oh no! He got eaten alive! There we go. You just want to break these edges real quick on all of them. Nope. Just so they're not hard edges. I said, nothing like using clamps in weird ways to get the job done. I'm going to clamp a clamp and then set it into a vise and use it to hold something while I'm rasping things. Because it works better than just clamps. It works better than a lot of things, really.
Old drum leather works said. If it works, then it's not stupid.
Oh, I know. Actually, you'll find a lot of woodworkers that do stuff like if you've got these twin screw clamps like this, the old Yorgies or whatever brand you got, if you've got at least 2 or 3 of them, you'll end up doing this a lot. For small parts or awkward holding. Okay, so I hate to leave you guys, but let me double check if we've got, why?
I'm sorry, TBSLUL.
There we go. No, just the camera keeps giving up. I'm gonna put you guys on a quick, be right back. It would help if I had the keyboard. Just to see if I've got some suitable epoxy in the office. And hopefully I do. If I don't, I'll be back and we'll probably have to stop. But let me see if I've got that stuff and we'll be back to hopefully get the handles assembled so we can just oil and have fun. Because if I do have it, it's going to be something like 5-minute or 30-second epoxy, and then I can just start oiling and waxing. Do-do-do. Okay, we're back. Hey, it held its place a little bit. Good. Good boy. We're back for now. Read up on it. Apparently, Gorilla Wood Glue will bond to metal.
Free Fall Clash said, back.
So, let's make some handles. Now, get these back where they're at. Okay. These out of the way. Honestly, we're probably going to set these handles up with glue and pins, and then probably clean my bench off. I know you guys really don't want to see a woodworker clean his shop, because you know that's sacrilege. Cleaning shop is sacrilege right there. But it's probably the best thing I can do at the moment is glue up these handles and clean up shop. Put those there. First thing we're gonna do, why do I not have it under there? There you are, wax paper. You ever gluing anything, make sure the glue doesn't stick to things. Honestly, make it the easy way.
Attack of the Weed Eaters.
Yeah, it's annoying, not gonna lie. I'm both glad you can hear it, and I'm both angry that you can hear it. Because it annoys me. Okay. Okay. We got our glue done. We got our pin, a little bit of sandpaper.
Weeds should die quietly.
That's great. I agree with you. Just doing a little bit of prep because, as far as I know, you always want, if you're gluing metal, you always want to create scratches. Okay, you don't need to create a lot of scratches, but create scratches, man. Something to help the glue adhere. And then I'm going to be a little asshole. Pardon my French. Okay. Align the slot vertically. I'm going to go hog wild and make sure that as little chance of glue spill out can occur. What's this? Wes is prepping? Who are you? Who sent you? You are not the real person. But yeah, I don't want to have to sand or scrape through glue. So we are going to make sure the glue has no chance to bond to the face of the wood. By not giving it a chance to even touch the exposed face of wood. There we go. That one's in. Okay, align. Yeah, I'm going overhaul on this because I don't like polypropylene glues. I don't like, they're much more difficult to clean up after. By that I mean like they'll clog pores and stuff like that in the wood and make finishing a royal pain. So if I can keep the glue from being where it is not supposed to be, then I will be ecstatic. Or at least as close of an approximation of not being there, so that like cleaning off the glue really is cleaning it off the tape, and then when it's done and set, you just take the tape off. Means I had a nice little barrier keeping the wood glue from absorbing into the wood fibers where I don't want it showing. Okay. Make sure this isn't like normal Gorilla Glue where I need water. 20 to 30 minutes, part should fit tightly, excess glue can be blah, 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 blah. Okay, so yeah, this is a, we glue and we're done. So glue and clean up is what I'm seeing it say. But I did see documentation that, where, okay. Okay, do I have a dowel? This will be faster if I have a dowel. Because this is very thick. Possibly, oh, okay, I see what's wrong. Has not been used in a while. Now, should be fine. Get that glue on my apron, that's what it's for. It's like, there's no way glue is supposed to be that thick. Okay. That, my dear friends, is why I did the tape. Get a blob in the hole. Coat this thing as thoroughly as possible because I do not trust that I have enough in there. Swing that to the north position. And here's the other thing. If the glue's not strong enough...
That ugly bug-faced baby eating O'Brien?
Thanks for hitting that follow button.
Well, thank you for the follow there, Pickles. Weed should die quietly. That's great. Thank you for the follow there, Pickles. Unfortunately, we're getting towards the end of this stream because, well, I gotta wait for glue to dry, and nobody wants to watch a 30-minute glue drying stream. I tried it before, it doesn't work. Once again, this is why I put tape all over. Because tape is easier to clean afterwards. All right, that's done. Now this one. Okay, that's most of that one. Okay, glue has been scraped the off, but in case you're wondering what we're doing here, Pickles, I do have a exclamation point project command. Oh, that works so perfectly! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! There's just a little bit of squeeze out on the wood, but at that point, that is magnifique. So now I also have the pins lined up where the octagon face, it's literally straight up and down, one face bottom, one face top on both of them. So they are oriented basically the same. Now they just got to sit here for 30 minutes to cure to handling, 24 hours to full cure, which means putting oil on it's going to be bad until 24 hours from now, which is fine. That's fine. We do have handles now, which is nice. We got that far. Let's, as bad as it sounds, we're going to do a little bit of shop cleanup. Because I've got tools everywhere right now. I need to get them back in their place. And we can get stuff. After that, we'll figure out who to raid to. Skeleton key number 1. And yes, it is a skeleton key. Because I really like old school padlocks. Skeleton key number 2. Okay. But I have too many tools on my bench. Let's get them put up. All right. Tape and sandpaper. Those can go over here where they were. For right now, it's just, I have way too much stuff. Okay, Minimax is fine. All right, bench dogs. You know where you go. We'll figure that out in a second. All right, open it up. Rasps. Okay, rasps are gone. The odd job. Let me open the bottom section here. here for right now. Okay. Planing stop jig. Put that down with my jigs. Put this over here to remind myself I need to get that actually installed. I have a ton of tools out that shouldn't even be out. Like bit and brace, dowel making attachments. Okay. I don't really have a place for you right now. Put the thread box in down here. Okay. Okay, my squares can stay out. They are kind of crucial to woodworking. Marking knife, you need to stay out. Wax paper down in the jig area. You know what? You can go in here. You guys are fine. Hammer's always, the mallet's always out. It is crucial. You guys can do what I used to do and put you in some holes here. That way, I got you when I need you. Get you in the hole you're supposed to be in. Because you're my end vise. There we go. Drink a little bit of water. Immediately remember that it's actually orange Gatorade. Throw these into the wood pile. Keep the blades out. Put you in here. You should typically, well, actually you typically live over here. You live in here. All right, with that, let's lock everything back up and let's look for somewhere to raid. Locked in Locked. All right. It's raiding out time. Let's find who is physically gone here. Of course, this little keyboard is a pain in the ass at sometimes. All right, turn off the sound so that I can surf Twitch and see who to raid. As always, if you got someone you want to raid to, feel free to drop it in the chat here. Okay, let's see, we got Hula's raiding, Hula's here, Jack Frost, Biking Viking. All right, what is Hula doing? Just want to make sure, this is a bird feeder one, okay. Jack is, looks like making a thing. All right, now let's see what we've got in makers and crafters real quick. Sometimes I absolutely hate this mouse setup. Come on. God, no. Categories, makers and crafting. Let's see. Also, let me double check. Come back, see if there's anything in the. Okay, we got one for Jack. All right, so if I don't find anything, we'll be doing Jack. A lot of keyboards, crochet, Legos. Oh look, there's me. You know what, yeah. Let's... some point in time... There we go. Yeah, we'll just raid into Jack's stream. He's a fun one. See. All right, so guys, depending on how it is, we may have a Tuesday stream instead of Wednesday stream this week. Most likely it'll just be assembling and finishing the bow saw, because all we've really got left is putting a finish on it and putting a final assembly to it. We've already tested it, it works. So see you either Tuesday or Wednesday. Have a good week, guys, and just be safe.